Hi and welcome, and we're going to go ahead and spend today just kind of showing you a few things that are important to know about fixing these tools and how to change inserts and whatnot. The first thing I want to start talking about is fixing inserts is identifying a bad insert. Just by looking over the tops of these, both these inserts look the same at a quick glance, but they're not. If you notice on these parting blades, this insert is very loose. It is not safe to work with. This other insert is not loose, but is sticking out way too far. So I kind of want to show you some troubleshooting tips, inserts, and identification of things that are not safe in the shop. Let's focus on this one that's loose. So whenever you pick up before you cut with an insert, you may want to just check to see if it wiggles. This one's wiggling like a loose tooth, and it slides right out of the holder just by moving it. You can see it's completely missing the insert here. First thing I'm going to do is wipe out any loose chips. I may need to go over to the CNC mill or the lathe and blow off any chips that might be stuck on to the end of the parting blade. I'm going to slide the insert back in. Now when I tighten, I'm going to make sure I'm putting one finger, I'm pressing down this direction towards the tool holder, and I'm going to go ahead and tighten the insert. Go ahead and give it a real good snug. And that's pretty secure there. I'm going to tug it again, and it's not coming loose. And you can also see that the insert is all the way up against the stop. I'm going to put it down here, so I'm going to zoom in and focus. And you can see the insert is all the way up against the backstop of the parting blade, and it's fitted in there real nicely. So this is ready to go. And I want to talk about this one. This one you can clearly see is not safe, is not ready to go, because I can almost put a 2 millimeter Allen key in between here, and that's not safe at all. And you can also see just by looking over the top of it that we have a gap here on the very end of it. So what I'm going to do is, you can see there's also some chips in here. I'm going to tap out the chips. I'm going to flip it over. Tap out those chips. I'm going to loosen the parting blade with this is a star or a Torx driver. Is a T20 or T25. Offhand, I don't know. I might need the T20 actually. For some reason, this one's not going in at all. Oh, I got a T. They must have sourced some different Allen keys for this, and and go ahead and loosen this one up. And this one wasn't even tight. And I'm going to go ahead and pull out the chips, make sure all the chips are out, slide it in, put some pressure on here, and go ahead and tighten it up. And you can see it's nice and secure now. Both of these are safe to operate, safe to use in the shop. Put those tools away. Next tool I'm going to talk about is this tool. This tool is not safe because it's on an angle, and you can kind of see it right here. The tool is like kind of angled this way, and it needs to be secured in on the holder. So I have a 3/16 Allen key, and I'm going to loosen this up. Not even secured very tightly in there. Wipe away the chips. Kind of knock away the chips. And I'm going to loosen this Allen key up and back this one out. And I'm going to take a short break here. I'm going to blow out all those chips so it seats really nicely in here. So I'll be back. Now that that is done, I'm going to go ahead and retighten up these Allen keys. I'm going to put my fingers here, and I'm going to go ahead and tighten each of these up. I'm going to go ahead and adjust my camera angle. I'm putting pressure down, and I'm going to go ahead and tighten this one, and then tighten. So now these are all pretty tight. I'm going to go ahead and go over the tops of them one more time. Really snug. It's best to probably tighten these up in a vise or a fixture. You're going to get a lot tighter. And I have vices and fixtures over there, but just for this general video, this will do. Next thing I want to show you is how to change an insert on this. This one you're going to need I think it's a 1/16. No, this is a 1/8 inch, I think. Honestly, I can't remember. I think it's a 1/8 inch. Allen key. You're going to loosen it up a little bit. This is going to turn to the side. Remove the chips. You are going to go ahead and loosen this top part with a 2mm Allen key. And this one's going to come out a little bit. Now there's a lot of metal chips in here, so we're going to blow this out also. Blow out the insert, blow out the screw. And these things don't need to get tightened back up. They do need to be cleaned up. There's a lot of metal chips. I'm going to pause the video one more time and come back with everything blown off. So now that these inserts are all blown off, we're going to go ahead and reassemble everything. This is a shim. The shim, the angles go down. This will go in like this. You'll actually see there's like a little counter bore in the inside of the shim here. Well, this angled piece will go into the hole with the external threads, and then the insert goes on top, and you kind of sandwich it all together like this. So the bevel goes on the bottom, then the insert goes on top of it like that. And now we're going to go ahead and put it all back together, and we're going to go ahead and tighten everything up with the Allen key. Now it's important that this all kind of goes together like a nice sandwich. So I like to kind of rotate it upside down and put 2 fingers on here on either end of the insert. And I just bring it in nice and slow. I'm not really tightening it up too hard. And snug. And I'm just going to snug it up a little bit here. I'm not really putting a lot of force into this. So that's enough. Doesn't need a lot. Now I'm going to go ahead and tighten the clamp. Get my hands out of the way, tighten the clamp up. This is secured. We have a nice brand new edge, cutting edge on the insert, and it looks pretty good. Next thing I'm going to show you is this final insert is a top-notch grooving insert. This top-notch groover, you can see this top-notch groover also is not set up correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and loosen. The insert looks good. It's this top part up here. Oh yeah, let's do this. I'm going to pause. This thing came right out. You see how it was on an angle. So now I'm going to blow all these chips out of here one more time and get it all cleaned up, and then I'm going to reset it up. All right. Now I got it all pretty much blown out. I'm going to go ahead and retighten these. Really tighten them up. Now, how I can tell that this is situated well in there is because the tool itself is all the way flush with the holder right here. So you can see that the tool is flush with this face of the holder, and that is what you want to see whenever you have your tool tight. And I'm going to go ahead and give it one more snug turn to make sure it's all ready to go. And the insert looks really good. So I'm not going to do anything here with the insert. The insert is put on there pretty well, and it's pretty secure on there. So just some quick tool tips for the day for inserts and making sure tools are like this plane. This plane of the tool is flush or parallel with this plane of the tool holder is really critical for accurate cutting.